Are we live? Hey YouTube, Ivy Figs here. What are we doing here? I do not even know. I just received a package in the mail. Let me flip our camera right here. And I was about to just film a standard video for our next Mailmania unboxing, but I thought I miss this connection that I've had with you guys. Man, ever since we hit 1,000 subscribers, these live videos have been really fun. Hey, Piggy Wiggy 8, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. We've already got 2 people on as I talk, as we have for the last 2 live streams. I'm going to share it around on our social medias to give some people some time to join. Now, I will be warning you guys, today's live stream will have to be pretty quick. Hey, Mr. Awesome, how are you? Yeah, right back at you. It's pretty late here in New Zealand. Well, not pretty late, but considering I get up at like 6:30 in the morning for work, it is pretty late. It is just after 9:30 here, but I really, really miss this connection with all of you guys. And I am sorry for, man, it's been such a gap between uploads, and I will get into that in just a moment. But how are you guys doing, and what time is it in your part of the world? And just in general, how is everything going? Are you still in quarantine? Yeah, just how is everything going? And I want to send my condolences out to Australia at the moment. They are unfortunately, they've just gone back into lockdown, if I'm not mistaken. Very sorry to hear that, you Aussie viewers. It is 10:30 a.m. in Mr. Awesome's part in the world. Thank you for letting me know. Now, this box right here, I've created one little slit here because the seller, he has taped this all over. Look at that. I had to at least get a head start so we're not here all night just trying to cut into this thing. Yeah, as I said, I was going to open this just on a regular episode of Mailmania, film it now, and then upload it later. Let's turn this camera back to me, shall we? So, yeah, just quickly before we get into this unboxing, I just really want to apologize for not uploading as often as I would like. And part of that is, well, if you saw our Burger King video from a couple months ago, I kind of touched on how full on life is for me at the moment. And if you add on to that, that we had a WXW Backyard Wrestling live show to prepare for over the last couple months, honestly, that just consumed my entire life outside of work. That required a lot of work. All the graphic work that you saw leading up to it, that was all me. All the flyers, all the posters, all the match cards, editing everything, and of course preparing cards to sell at the show for all proceeds going to Starship Hospital. But man, was that work worth it. We just did the live show August 2nd on Sunday. Oh, AJ, hey, how you doing? Oh, sorry, I keep blocking the camera with my thumb. Hey, live streaming the wonders of 1K subs. This should be good. Thank you, AJ. I think you may have just missed. I send my condolences out to you guys in your part of the world. I really hope the situation will be getting better for you guys soon. I have some family over in the same part of the country as you do, AJ, and then they've told us that you guys are in the equivalent of level 4 lockdown yet again, which I'm very sorry to hear. I really hope that you guys are able to bounce back from this, and especially if your level 4 is as strict as our level 4 was back when lockdown first started, you sure will bounce back in no time. Yeah, really hope that you guys are getting back on track soon. But yeah, back to WXW. Awesome show on Sunday. And yeah, just like that, we are back live streaming. I finally am not devoting my entire life outside of work to preparing for the show, so I'm able to get back to you guys. I've missed this so much. Nice hair. Well, thank you, Piggly. Sorry, I was going to say Piggly Wiggly. Isn't that a shop in the US? Thanks, Piggy Wiggy 8. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. I just tied up for work just to try and make it look as tidy as possible. It's kind of impossible to make long hair look completely tidy, but it's good as I can do. Thanks, man. Yep, stuck at home for six weeks, AJ. Man, that is a very long time. And you guys have already been in some stage of lockdown for a couple of weeks now. So I'm very sorry to hear, but I'm sure you guys will bounce back. Don't Vince Russo me. Vince Russo called me pig. Vince Russo, did Vince Russo reply to you on a live stream or something? Man, if so, that is pretty damn awesome. It's funny you say that first name there that you just mentioned does have a massive significance to our unboxing today. Now, as it is quite late for me in New Zealand, we may as well cut to the chase. Man, I gotta say, I enjoy doing the unboxings like this so much more, being able to connect with you guys. If you have a question at all, please leave it down below. It's awesome being able to talk to you guys. Yeah, have a lot of fun. Oh, Jamie, hey, how you doing, man? Man, it's great to see you on here. Now, quick plug for Jamie. He is, what, less than 20 subs away from 7K. Isn't that just insane? Man, when I first met Jamie back in, what, 16, 17, he was like approaching 3,000, which again, amazing milestone even then. But Jamie, man, 7K, you were so close. Subs to him if you haven't already. Let's get him to 7K tonight. Man, now Mr. Awesome, Ireland was one of the best countries for quarantining and still a little bad, so I can only imagine what other people are going through. Man, yeah, it's so devastating to see the effects of this around the world. I just really hope that this doesn't last too much longer. Hey, Carl, you're watching. Man, what is up? Thank you for watching, man. I'm glad we're finally able to find a time where you're able to join in. Man, it's so good to have you on here. It is going to be a quick one here tonight, but it's cool to see so many of you on here. Vince Russo did shout me out last year, butchered. Oh man, Vince Russo gave you a shout out. That is crazy, Piggy Wiggy 8. There, I got it first time there. No butchering there. Jamie, my man, thank you. Yes, Jamie, let's get him to 7K. The Sky Flyer himself. America is doing great. Lockdown, man. America, I feel really bad for Americans, man. Kids in bed finally. Good to see you live, bro. Yeah, thank you. It has been a long time since we have been live. Now, yeah, I said it before. Let's cut to the chase. Let's try and get this open real quick. This seller has taped this up really good. Now, actually, last time we were live streaming here, I had a very bad setup and it kind of exposed it when I knocked the camera over. I have to really thank my good friend David. He actually watched the live stream. He saw how bad our setup was, and he went out and sent us a tripod, which just legend. Thank you, Dave. I'm not sure if you're watching now, but when you watch this, thank you very much. I haven't thanked him publicly for this yet, so what an absolute legend. Mr. Awesome says, Jamie, I got you. Yeah, please, everyone sub to Jamie. Let's get him to 7K tonight. Carl says, lockdown, my Elite 77 are still in Melbourne, bro. 4 weeks. Yeah, I know, man. I know. It is devastating to see the effects that this has had around the world. I'm really thankful to be in a country where we were even able to put on a live show in the weekend with people. It was such an honor to be able to get back into that ring and do what we love. I'm sure Jamie can relate. He's been able to get back into the ring down in his part of New Zealand lately, and he put on one hell of a match against Tenacious T. Man, I'm trying to open this up, but man, this tape is solid as. I'm gonna have to resort to ripping it without trying to bend it. Man, I should have cut this open more before we started this thing. I made the first cut before. Jamie says, Mr. Awesome, thank you, bro. And Carl says, yeah, we're very lucky here. Pals around the world suffering hard. Yeah, I see in some parts of the world it's not as bad as it was, but in other parts, man, it's just, yeah, all I hope is that we can get back to normal soon. The box is jobbing. I know, man. The box is jobbing me out hard. Oh man, and regarding the video for WXW Live 9, I don't think we stated it publicly, but we had a film crew, a proper film crew over there on the weekend. Some film school, they're doing a project and they were doing it on us. Whoa. So they had proper cameras and they have to process the footage, and they are actually going to be editing the show, which is awesome. This just processing is going to take a while, but I'm sure the wait will be worth it. Us wrestlers ourselves, we usually, the first thing we do after a show is, well, after we pack up, is we sit around the TV and we watch back our work. We weren't able to do that this time because of the film processing. But that's just going to make the wait even more worth it when we finally get to see the finished product. You listen to the bonus Major WF pod with Tony Khan. That blew my mind. He's a big figure mark, says Carl. Man, I saw that today at lunch break at work that they did that. And I'm blown away that they even were able to get Tony Khan for an interview. I haven't afforded the time to check that out yet. It was either listen to that or come to you guys live, but I'm sure in the weekend coming up I'll find some time to listen to that. It sounds like an amazing listen. Tony Khan just sounds like an amazing dude. So cool to see someone so passionate about wrestling leading the charge in AEW. Speaking of Tony Khan and action figures, has anyone watching received their AEW figures yet? And if so, what are your thoughts? I've seen some pictures, and man, am I impressed. I haven't actually ordered any yet, but after seeing people's reviews, I definitely am going to. Man, this seller has packed these up so good. Morgan, hey man, how are you doing? It's awesome to see you on, especially since you're on vacation right now. How is your vacation going so far? If you guys didn't know, WWE was actually supposed to come to New Zealand this week, and Morgan booked his flights, and it was too late to cancel, so he's up in Auckland right now. But man, if the situation in the world wasn't going on right now, we would have been watching WWE live this week. Would have been at VIP, hanging out with Jamie, the Skyflyer himself, meeting some superstars, having a blast. But if all things go to plan, this time next year WWE will be coming back. But honestly, we can't keep our hopes up at this point. That's some world-class packing. I know, man. Oh, yeah, I can only imagine how well Brett packs his stuff. Yeah, this seller definitely knows what he's doing. He is a mint-on card collector himself, so Carl knows the saying. He told me this at one point. Always pack your stuff the way you'd like to receive. And this seller has definitely done that. I've bought from the seller in the past, like probably 3 years ago. He helped me up with a few Undertaker elites that I was struggling to find. And without him, I probably wouldn't have been able to collect all of the Undertaker elites. Man, now through all of this bubble wrap, there is another layer of cardboard. Man, if I knew this, I would have definitely like pre-opened this so you guys aren't waiting for ages. Man, thank you all for sticking through this. I think we are nearly there, but wow. I'm so grateful that he did pack this very well. Is this elite dude on Facebook? Oh, sorry, I missed your comment, Morgan. It's going great, man. Had a good look around today and got some mean pickups, not wrestling related, but Queen. What pickups did you get, Morgan? That sounds really exciting that you scored something like that in New Zealand of all places. That's pretty damn cool, Morgan. It's good to know that you're having a good time so far. Hopefully, even like a quarter of the fun that we would have had if WWE were able to come. But yeah, nonetheless, I feel like we're getting closer here. There's that, the elite dude on Facebook. Yeah, sorry, Carl. I missed that before. Mark or something. Yes, Mark. That is the man who I bought this from. He's hooked me up in the past. Wonder, can anyone see what that says through there? It's, man. Okay. This is kind of surreal right now. This is something that I've always had in my sights. This came out roughly 9-10 years ago, back when I was, how old would I have been? Like 10 or 11. So I was too young to order this from the internet. And since then, the prices just skyrocketed. This was a free figure if you bought a certain amount of WB figures from Toys R Us back in the day, but now it is certainly far from that. And oh man, yes, here we go. Do we call this the big book or the Mailaway exclusive? Mr. Mcmahon Toys R Us exclusive. Look at that beauty. What a beautiful figure. It is the closest thing we have to a modern day Mr. McMahon figure in the suit. It pretty much is modern day. His hair is slightly different now. But wow. I'd honestly given up on this figure. Because, man, yeah, with it being the only suited current Mr. McMahon figure, of course everyone's going to want it and everyone's going to need it. Carl says he is now the #1 packaging guy. You're right about that, and we got it right on video. No editing, no cuts. He did a fantastic job in packaging. He understands that this figure needs to be protected. Needs the new weird Vince here, yeah. Morgan says live opening. Are you out of your mind? That is in your dreams, man. Yeah, but man, look at this thing. Love it. So stoked. This is actually my first Mr. McMahon figure, and I'm glad I held out for the right one. This is so sick. Special packaging. Love it, love it, love it. I kind of wish that WWE did this kind of thing more often now. Well, it's kind of weird that I say that because I'm an international collector. This would have been hard to get either way, but still, these rare exclusive, it's just, yeah, awesome. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys for all your kind comments. Carl says, surely not the Punk. Yeah, definitely not that Punk, man. Who's Lucy? Now get into it. Come on, man, Carl. I know you're joking, but man, yeah, Vinnie Mac himself. Yeah, thank you guys for sticking through to this. I really miss this connection I have with you, and now that my entire life outside of work is not dedicated to preparing for a live show, I really hope to keep up to date with you guys more often, maybe do some more lives. We did a figure hunt the other day, and I plan on uploading that really soon. Really, to sum it all up, it's a must-watch video because it's more than just a figure hunt. But the figure hunt that we do kind of proves why it's been so long since we've done any figure hunt videos on this channel. Sorry, I kind of missed the comment. Congrats, dude. Rare to get the chance to pick any of his figs up. Yeah, I know, man. And in New Zealand, of all places as well. Like, if I got this from America, the shipping and everything, it just would have been so much more. Jamie says, let's go. Cool unboxing, bro. When we get the next podcast, that's from AJ. Man, yes. The podcast, I hyped it up back when we started lockdown, and then my life got so hectic. That is definitely still on the cards. Now, something that you may not know about me is everything I do, I can't just slack at and just put half my effort. I have to put everything I have into something, and I'm definitely waiting for the podcast to be able to do that. I'm not going to just, not put much effort into it and not make it as good as it possibly could be. So definitely the wait will be worth it for that podcast when we finally get around to it. Carl says, yes, we need more fig hunts. Rare these days. Yeah, fig hunts, especially in New Zealand. We need more classic Rosati fig hunts from Morgan. Yes, we do need more. Man, those were so entertaining. AJ says, speaking on the cards, sorry to put you on the spot, are there any more WXW cards going for sale? Really good question to close off the live stream. Thank you, AJ, for the great question. We did have WXW cards for sale at WXW Live 9 on Sunday. Those, again, sold out, like probably fourth show in a row that we've had cards, and they've sold out at every single one. We definitely are going to put them on sale to the public in time. I'm of course the one making all the cards. I'm working as hard as I can to get those out to you. Man, it's been so long since I've been trying to get these cards out to you guys, and I promise before the end of the year we will have these go up, and of course, as they have been at the live show, every sale for every pack, the proceeds go to Starship Hospital. So man, really looking forward to that. Thank you for reminding me about that, AJ. Mr. Awesome, there, right back at you. We need those cards available from Carl. Yes, thank you, and I appreciate the interest for the cards. When I first made the first card set, 2 years ago, I honestly thought no one would care. I made them just to kind of have internally within WXW, share them around the guys, have a laugh, and then yeah, it's just taken off from there. So thank you guys for the interest for those. I'll definitely keep you guys up to date. And we have a pretty cool rare 1/1 auto to go in that too. I think I said too much. No, okay, yeah, you've heard it here first, but more on that in the future. WWE Figs, hi, I just joined. Man, thank you for joining WWE Figs. This live stream will be up as soon as we are done with it to watch on demand. Thank you guys for checking out this live stream and checking out the unboxing for this guy right here. I really appreciate you all joining, and I hope it's not too long before I see you all next time.